within a branch. First, you're going to go to www.claimexpress.com and log into your account. I'm logging into a testing account, so you'll notice that most of the information isn't correct in here. So this is where your location settings is. From the previous video, you would have learned all of the navigation icons and what they will take you to. So we're going to go into the location settings. And this is where you go to edit all of your location settings. So you'll notice the first information that you can edit is your overhead settings, material tax settings, workers' comp, and whether or not you want toggles and your accounts receivable when they start aging. So you'll want to change this to whatever you want as far as overhead settings. It's pretty self-explanatory. The toggles in the project list have to do with Florida. If you are a Florida contractor, I'll suggest that you use the toggles in the project list. This helps you keep up with the different permits you need for building. So if you click yes to use toggles in project lists, it'll show you, whether or not it helps you keep track of whether or not you have certain permits you need to build in Florida. So if you're not a Florida contractor, I don't suggest you use them because they probably won't be of any help to you. And then just set when you want the aging for your accounts to start. And then scroll down to the bottom and click Save. Next is your source of leads. Here we've already generated several generic sources of leads for company marketing and self-generated. You can always go in and add your own though. So you would just click Add Source of Lead. Type in the type of leads, say it's a billboard, and put how much how much percentage you would like to take out of each project for this marketing lead. And then you would just click Save. So that's it for this first location settings tab. Now if you come over to the location profile tab, this is where you can add a logo or an image. You would just click Add Logo or Image. This logo will show up on all of your reports that get sent out to homeowners. So make sure it's a really good logo. You can also edit your branch profile information. So if anything changes, such as a phone number or fax, you can come back here and edit it under the location profile. Suppliers tab is where you can go to add your suppliers. Here we already have a few in there, but you would just go to Add Supplier and input the information. You can also go here and add documents to the supplier. So you could upload the current price list. The next tab is crews, and it's the same as the suppliers. You can come here to add a crew. You can also come here to edit and attach different documents to a crew. If you go to the Forms and Docs tab, this is where you can upload different forms and docs. So here we have a W-9 uploaded, but you can also go in and add business cards or any other type of marketing or human resource form that you would want to keep for a branch location. We also have job items. This is where you'll go to edit your macros or your templates for your estimates. So you would just come down here to, let's say, roofing, asphalt, shingle, and manage macros. And this is where you would go in and edit your selling price, your cost of materials, and your cost of labor for each of the different types of shingle roofs. And you would just change the price to what the pricing is for one each. That way when your salesmen go in to put in their estimate for a lead, all they have to do is change the quantity and the pricing will always already be there. And so they don't have to worry about the pricing, they just have to worry about the quantity, and they can do their estimates without even having to know the pricing for any of the items. Next, we're going to go to switch locations. If you have more than one location, this is where you'll go to switch to a different location. Also, each branch location that is set up comes with a testing branch, such as this one here. This testing branch is for you to practice on. So if you are new to ClaimExpress, then you'll want to go to this testing branch to input fake leads and projects and just kind of practice with the system. This is also where you'll want your salesmen to go to practice for the first time when you're teaching them how to put in a lead for the first time. That way it doesn't affect any of your data from your normal branch locations. So you would just come over here to testing branch and click go to ClaimExpress. Then you'll be in the testing branch location. And then you can always go back to switch locations and then go to your normal branch location to input actual data and just go to ClaimExpress. Now your personal settings. Your personal settings, you can edit, of course, your personal settings and your email. You can also reset your password. So if you don't like your password, go ahead and enter the old password and then change it to the new one. We highly suggest for security purposes, if you give your password out, to make sure to change it once the person is done using your password. But try not to give out your password too much. You can also, if you're new to ClaimExpress, you would have gotten an activation email with a really funky password. So this is where you'll go to change it to whatever type of password you want. You can also upload a photo. A photo prints on magnet templates. So if you use a magnet board in your office to keep up with the building process of your projects, you can upload your photo, and a photo will print with that magnet template and all of the job information for each sales rep. So we also have email notices up here. You'll be getting several emails when a status of a project or a lead changes. So it's important to get those emails so that you can stay on top of the business. But if there's certain emails that you just don't need to receive, then you can come back here to email notices and click no, you don't want to receive it, and click save. So read over these carefully and make sure not to get rid of any ones that might help you with your business. And next is users. This is where you'll go to add users. So you'll go to the settings icon and then down to users. We can add users here, and we can also deactivate users when they leave. So you would come here to add sales rep. And the only thing important about adding a sales rep account is the pay agreement for that sales rep. Be careful. We have two options for commissions for to pay your sales reps. You can either give them a commission off of the selling price of a job, or the commission off of the profit of a job. So these are the different pay agreements, and be careful. This is selling price times 0.05, which is the same as selling price 5% of the selling price. And again, with profit, it's profit times 0.5, which is the same as 50% of the profit. So you can change the numbers to whatever you want them to, but just be careful to know the difference between the selling price and the profit. And then you'll enter their password in, and they'll receive an email saying that a new account has been created for them, and it'll give them all of their login information. And then down here you can assign them to one of your branch locations. So they can be assigned to all of the branch locations or just one. It's up to you, and you can always go back and change it and give them access to more locations or less locations whenever you need to. And then you would just hit continue and save. Now we're going to go back to users, and you'll notice that there's a deactivate now. So if a sales rep ever leaves your company, you can log in, and as a company administrator or as a company branch administrator, you'll have the access rights to deactivate their login. You can also go to edit and attach documents to their account. So that would be a good place to upload their sales rep pay agreements or any other documents that you need for each sales rep. That concludes our second video, part 2 of the ClaimExpress training series. In the next video, we'll show you how to add a lead to the system. Thank you.